Hey guys, it's Joey Gaming and welcome back to the Joey Gaming YouTube channel. Today we have some news about Starship SN15 and the Lunar Starship, so let's get right into the video. So before we can start, 95% of you guys are not subscribed, so if you haven't yet, go and subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm going to be covering Starship news a lot very soon, so I can't wait to do that. That's something I really want to do. Also, I do other stuff than, talk about SpaceX, Starship. I do commentary, and I do, YouTube Let's Plays, not YouTube Let's Plays, but gaming Let's Plays, so if you're interested, then please consider subscribing. But, let's get right into the video, actual proper video. So, yesterday, SN15 was supposed to launch, and I mean supposed to launch, but there was a few issues. So, yesterday, SN15 was, getting ready for its static fire. It was a beautiful day, it was a beautiful, clear day, and it was a little foggy in the morning, I'm not gonna lie, but it was a beautiful day for a launch in Boca Chica, Texas. Alright, Starship was, was getting its stretches out, alright? It was stretching its, fins, alright? It was moving its fins, and apparently the flaps, or the guide fins, how the Starship's going to, spread out its wings and, create as much drag as possible. Yeah, it's not working properly. It's kind of broken, so they had to cancel the launch. Also, I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure the FFA, is it FFA? Federal Flight, no, yeah, I think it's FAA. It's either the FFA or the FDA. I don't know. Wait, no. Yeah, I think it's the FFA. I could be wrong. I don't know. Hold on, let me look this up on Google. I know it's one of this. Hold on. What is the FAA? FAA. Okay, I was right. Federal Aviation Administration. Alright, so it is the FAA. So the FAA, I'm pretty sure the FAA inspector was so when they do these SpaceX Starship launches, the FAA inspector has to be there, making sure it doesn't, break any rules. Because SpaceX has to, agree to the terms, saying, hey, these prototypes can't threaten life or property. And so they had to have someone, be there to watch it so that don't actually violate the rules. And yeah, and so it takes some time, and that's kind of the main reason why Starship launches get delayed. And that's why Starship launches get delayed, and that's why Elon Musk gets impatient with these launches as well. So yeah, it's because of these flight instructors. Also, the good news is the FAA has approved the next 3 launches, including Starship SN15. So we'll see, SN16 and SN17 without, waiting too long, because those ships are already approved for launch. And speaking about SN16 has been actually recently stacked, so that's pretty good. All they need to do is perform a cryoproofing test and to fit its Raptor engines, do some static fires, and then it's ready to go. But that's after Starship SN15. If we're lucky today, we should be able to see SN15 launch today, because they did close more roads. Their alerts have been given out to everywhere. So yeah, alerts and all that stuff has been already given out yesterday. So they might be in a launch today, but it could be scrubbed again. And there's a good chance if SN15 doesn't launch today, it has to launch tomorrow. If it doesn't, then we won't see it on the weekends, because SpaceX or Elon Musk does not, launch Starships during the weekends, because they have they have an agreement with the, the town, Boca Chica, not to close the beaches, and to keep the highways open so they can keep tourists coming in. So they can't really launch rockets at that time. So that's what's been going on over there. So, yeah, let's talk about the other thing real quick. So, ever since, I'm pretty sure you heard the news, right? The Lunar Starship was chosen for the lunar lander for, the Artemis program. And Blue Origin and Dynetics were not too happy, alright, that NASA chosen SpaceX for their, their lunar lander. And it's absolutely BS, if I'm being completely honest with you. let's take a look at Dynetics and Blue Origin. First of all, Blue Origin hasn't put anything in orbit, alright? They have not put anything in orbit, alright? The only thing that they have done so far is they have a rocket that people can, pay to get on that takes them maybe close to space, but it's not going to take you into orbit, alright? And if you know what I'm talking about, it's New Shepard. I know they have New Glenn and stuff, but those are all concepts right now. Actually, I think there is a prototype being built, and I think it is being built, but it hasn't been flown yet. And it's basically like a carbon copy, well, not carbon copy, but it's kind of a copy of the Falcon 9. And yeah, so basically Blue Origin hasn't put anything in orbit. And SpaceX has 2 capsules in space. Well, they did have 2 SpaceX capsules, all right? They did have 2 they used to have 2 Dragons connected to the ISS. And no other private company has done that so far. Another company that that is complaining is Dynetics, which I'm being completely honest. I never heard of that. I can't speak. I apologize. And if I'm being completely honest, I never heard of Dynetics before, and this is kind of the first time I heard of it. Before, it was during the Artemis lunar projects, not project, but lunar the Artemis program, basically. That's the only time I heard about Dynetics. And if I'm being completely honest, the Dynetics lander design is actually pretty stupid, if I'm being completely honest with you, because the thrusters are literally at the bottom of the lander, and so when the lander needs to go back into space, the moon dust and the rocks are gonna damage its engines because it's just right there. The lunar starship, right? The engines are not at the very bottom. Of course, they have vacuum engines, but they don't use the vacuum engines for ascent and well, not descent, but they don't use them for ascent from the moon, because if they did that, the lunar material will just get kicked up and damage the engines. Instead, they would use the engines on the side, which are kind of near the top, and that would propel it. So it's really smart. Also, Starship. Yeah, even though Starship has, 4 prototypes that have blown up. 1 technically landed, then blown up. But yeah, technically they did land. Well, not land, but they technically exploded. They still had prototypes, alright? These other companies don't have a prototype for their lunar landers, right? And SpaceX has actual progress. You know what? SpaceX is ahead of the game in the private industry when it comes to space travel. And it's just now these companies like Rocket Lab, Blue Origin are coming out with their designs. Like, honestly, if they started back in, if they started as soon as SpaceX started back in whatever year they started, I think it's like 2002 is when they started their SpaceX company. If they started back then yeah, they could be at the same state as SpaceX right now. But SpaceX was ahead of the game. So, honestly, NASA did the right choice and actually chosen SpaceX for this mission, because they actually have stuff in orbit. Blue Origin, Dynetics, they don't, alright? Same with Boeing. Actually, technically, I'm technically wrong, because they did put stuff in orbit. However, they missed the ISS due to a software glitch. And you know what? Boeing is known for software glitches. I swear, alright? The 2 Boeing crashes, the 2 airplane crashes, like the Boeing Max 10 or whatever they call the airplane, right? Went down due to a technical software glitch. And now a software glitch caused, their ship to, miss the ISS. So technically they're in orbit, but Boeing's not complaining about their lunar lander. Did they submit a lunar lander? I don't know. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. And I'm planning on doing more videos like this where I cover news about SpaceX. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and see ya. Peace.